The manhunt for two killers on the run is focused on a new town in upstate New York. A tip yesterday sent hundreds of police and law enforcement officials racing into Willsboro. That community along Lake Champlain is about 30 miles south of the prison in Dannemora, where the two men broke out last weekend.
So far this morning, there is still no sign of David Sweat and Richard Matt, but we are learning more about the prison employee Joyce Mitchell, who investigators think may have helped them. CBS News has learned that calls were made from her cell phone to people connected to the murderers. Don Dahler's in Willsboro, New York, where people have been told to stay home and lock the door. Don, good morning to you.
Good morning. Willsboro is a town of a little more than 2,000. In fact, it's so small it doesn't even have its own police force. But on Tuesday, law enforcement descended on this town by the hundreds after receiving what they describe as a credible threat from a person who lives on this road. In these rural Adirondack foothills,
I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Officers have been walking shoulder to shoulder through fields, trekking through thick swamps and forests, and sweeping across back lawns, looking for any signs of David Sweat and Richard Matt.
If they are cornered and they're desperate, they're going to go into someone's house and someone's going to get hurt.
People in Willsboro, like Jessica Souza and her son Chase, were told to stay inside and lock their doors.
If they can chop a body and throw it in a river and everything, imagine when they could do to a kid or something.
Nicholas Harris is Richard Matt's son. He says he doesn't know where his father may be headed.
I don't really know him. I don't know any whereabouts. And if you want to know, so I don't know why you guys are here. He's not coming here.
At the prison in Dannemora, investigators are poring over visitor logs and phone records. They're also questioning 51-year-old Joyce Mitchell, an industrial training supervisor teaching tailoring to inmates. She has not been named a suspect. Early Saturday morning, investigators discovered 34-year-old Sweat and 48-year-old Matt had escaped. They cut holes through their cell walls and a steam pipe, then crawled through a maze of tunnels before exiting a manhole outside the prison walls.
The way they did it, they had help from inside.
Rich Plumidor was a maintenance worker at the prison for 35 years and is surprised the inmates had obtained power tools to aid their escape.
With a grinder, or however they use, with the sparks, the dust is unbelievable.
Investigators are looking into hundreds of leads. Former New York City Department of Correction Commissioner Martin Horn.
Until they know for certain that they have these two guys cornered, they're continuing to search every place else in the state and outside of the state. Eventually, they're going to have to come up for food, for water, for something.
It's very quiet here now, but that's the nature of these manhunts. Officials have to respond to any kind of credible lead and check it out thoroughly. Meanwhile, authorities admit these two men could be anywhere. Jeff.
Don, thank you very much.